Turn the phone on D&D on silent, all alerts off. This is fast car, but I'm moving slow. I like my shirt raw. Every nigga around me, they even get their merch off. I don't buck out bite, I got more paper than your big dog. You want to change your life? My best advice is brick and fentanyl. Yo, what's up, YouTube? Facebook was popping. Y'all know who it is. It's really Quan, man. I'm back with another episode teaching y'all how to do real estate and my way in real estate. This is a vlog, never forget it. I'm just letting y'all in on my life. I talked to my homie yesterday from college that I played football with. Shit was super dope because like we haven't talked probably since college. And he had commented on the last video that we posted and just was like, yo, bro, this is dope. You know what I mean? So I shouted him out like, thanks for the support. He like, yo, bro, call me. You know what I mean? Well, no, he didn't say call me. I called him. And we just was talking and I realized that he do sub two. That's another component of real estate where somebody is selling somebody else's house. Like he middleman the deal. He basically, like in layman's terms, he a middleman for people who trying to get rid of their house and hold the mortgage, which means they'll be the bank. Like you just put a deposit down. Let's say I wanted 200,000 for my crib. I say I want 20,000 down and plus you got to pay closing costs and payment be 1,500 a month, something like that. But long story short, I want to make something about that. And I want to talk to y'all about that later on down the line. Me and him probably do like a Zoom call and probably record it or something. We're going to figure it out to talk about that. That's another component of real estate that I'm actually trying to get into. But in the last episode, as y'all can see, I was telling y'all about how I bet on myself. And yeah, 2025 coming up. So bet on yourself. You feel me? We betting on ourselves. You feel me? This the Bet on Yourself channel. You heard? Real talk. One of the things that I wanted to talk about today was you know what? I wanted to talk about spending money and the pressure while flipping a house. I wanted to talk about that because that's heavy. But I think I'm gonna go switch my kind of strategy. Yeah, shit, quit my job. I think this more interesting. Talking about quitting my job and how I got fired, right? So after college, I came home. I was training the kids. I was charging them like $10 a session. It was 5 kids, $50, 2 days a week. Woo woo. Maybe 3 days. I was doing like a Saturday too. Make sure this phone charging. Yeah, I was doing like a Saturday too. All right, so it was super dope. I loved it. The kids kept me young. I felt happy. I know what I'm talking about in football. So you feel me? It's just super dope. But obviously, I wasn't making enough to make ends meet. So I had a job. When I first came home, I want to say I worked, I can't even remember. It was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago when I first came home, like 2018, 2019 rather. So anyway, I think I was working at Hillside. It's a youth center in Rochester, New York, where I'm from. If you don't know, Rochester, New York, 585 stand up. I was working there. That's where I started at. Wasn't really jacking it. Like I'm not really with all the boss, somebody telling me what to do thing. Like hell nah. And then like I be feeling like these programs don't be letting the youth advisors be youth advisors. Like, yo, I'm from the trenches for real. This curriculum shit y'all got, these is made up from people who never been in the trenches, don't know how to relate to these kids. You feel me? So not to get too far off track, but I was doing that. I think I was probably making like 15, $16 an hour or something. I had a degree. I got a criminal justice degree. You feel me? So that wasn't cutting it. Like, that's never going to be enough for me. I'm working. I'm tired. That ain't going to cut it. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward, my cousin working at a job called Land Tech. You heard? And shout out Tron. Tron gonna be an important role on this channel. He gonna be a character on the channel. Like this ain't no fake channel. This real. But not for nothing, he was working at Land Tech. It's a job that do fiber optics. If you in the upstate New York area, then you know what Greenlight is. They was a subcontractor for Greenlight. And so basically, he like, yo, they paying 19 over here. I'm like, $3 an hour more? Shit, 40 hours, 3 times 4 is 12. You feel me? I could take an extra 120 a week. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 100 after taxes. I'm cool with that. You feel me? So did that. But I had no experience in that field, but I knew I needed more money. I know how to make a way. You have to have a mindset of making a way. You cannot be out here and not know what you're doing and not know how to make a way. You have to figure it out. Everything has to be positive. Turn every negative into a positive. And if you have a negative in this video while you thinking of something that's negative, let me know what it is. I'm going to help you turn that shit positive. I think positive only. But at the end of the day, I basically shit interview him like, yo, cuz, what y'all do? You know what I'm saying? Like, he like, yeah, shit easy. It's a breeze. You know, you on your own in the field with a partner, and that's it. So I'm like, shit, you gonna have to give me the rundown so when I go in the interview, I know what I'm talking about. Went in the interview, told them like, yeah, I worked at, I forget what the other company was, but I lied. Like, yo, I worked at such and such, and I was making $18 an hour. You know what I mean? For me to come over here, I'm gonna need at least 19. I think I told them I was making like 17. It was a competitor company, and I basically told them like, yeah, I worked there, and I need more money. Boom. Fast forward, I get the job. I'm working there for like a year. Now, I used to do fiber optics, so I used to get a ladder off. I wake up, go to the office, get a list of shit that I need to do, like 6 drops. They was called drops. So you had to get a list of drops. You would go to wherever the addresses say, check it out. In the backyard, you got easement poles that, you would, there's boxes on like every so many poles, and you just run fiber to the box and to that house. You know what I'm saying? To give it power for green light. And you could get them shits done 30 minutes, shit, an hour, like, you know what I mean? And the work day is 8 hours, but if you do 6 of them, your list only got 6, and you get done in 4 hours, you got another 4 hours to bullshit. You know what I mean? You get to a job, you can sit in the car for a while. You know what I'm saying? Kind of dangerous though, because I was up on top of the pole with the electric. So whatever. Was making like $19 an hour there or whatever, and then another partner of ours that job got fired. So we like, oh shit, damn, he went over to another company that was right next door, and I'm like, damn, they paying like that. He's like, yo, bro, this shit easier. They paying like $22 an hour, $23 an hour. And since they're competitors, again, you got to be smart. They're competitors. They want to pay you more than what their competitors is paying you. Off your labor alone, they probably getting like, shit, off me. If they was able to pay me 19 hours, they're probably getting like 40 an hour off me. You know what I'm saying? And maybe more for real. But at the end of the day, the other job, I had applied for that and had an interview. I'm like, yo, I want to, I make 22 an hour over at the other job. I'm not leaving unless I get at least 23. You know what I mean? I come over for an extra dollar. Now, keep in mind, I was really getting 19. So I made $4 an hour extra. My checks was pretty decent. I was like, oh, this is cool. During that time too, I was still looking to buy real estate. Now we tying it back in. I was still looking to buy real estate. I didn't know exactly where to start, but I knew I wanted, whenever I did buy a house, I wanted to buy a duplex. I wanted to buy a duplex. It had to be a duplex. I was not buying nothing less than a duplex. You feel me? If it was anything other than duplex, then I would have been doing myself a disservice. So my mentor that taught me football, he also got a lot of other business adventures other than, football training. So I'm like, yo, like, let me get in on the business. He like, shit, you ain't still do what I told you to do. Now, what he told me to do was read Rich Dad Poor Dad. First, I was thinking like, damn, what you telling me to do? He's like, yeah, read that book. And I'm looking in my head like, man, this gatekeeping, he ain't trying to tell me nothing. You feel me? So I'm like, bro, stop with the small talk. Let's like, come on, we not doing all that. Like, stop with the small talk. So fast forward, I read Rich Dad Poor Dad. You know what I mean? And it's funny because I think that same night I got home, I saw a post that said the easiest thing to hide from black people. The easiest way to hide info from black people is to put it in a book. So I'm like, damn, hold on, let me order this book, let me read this book. And I'm still working. This is like October. So I reads the book. I'm reading the book. I'm getting mad game. I'm like, damn, bro, I've been missing books. Like, I don't know last time I read a book, like being honest with you. So I'm like, damn, this shit got mad info in it. Like, what the hell? This could change my life. I was already in the process of buying a home at this point. It took like 5 months to close on my first crib. I used the first time home buyers grant. They gave me $12,000 towards closing costs on my crib. And it was like $3,000 in principal. You feel me? They took off because my closing costs was only like 9 bands. So boom. Fast forward, I'm closing on my house now in November. And I'm still working the job that I was working. They ran out of work though. Like the fiber work that I was telling y'all about. Fiber optics is getting huge now, so look it up. But it's fiber optics. They ran out of that work. They ended up doing electric in a hotel. So now they got me in a hotel since they ran out of fiber work. I'm changing. I'm putting on outlets and cover plates. Easiest shit ever. Nobody watching over you. Shit was easy as hell. And that also helped me in real estate. So now this experience, I know what I'm doing now when I got my crib. You feel me? Boom. So I'm on the phone. I'm just doing mad shit. I was bored. Like, I got ADHD. I'm going to make a video about that too. And Rich Dad Poor Dad. But I was bored. I'm on my phone. I'm like, yeah, whatever. People telling me, somebody will come by like, yo, you can't be on the phone. Fuck you. Fuck you talking to me? I'm on my phone. You feel me? Fuck you talking about? Like, man, I ain't hurting nobody. Ain't no customers here. Like, you feel me? So, and I ain't bugging no other employees. So, fast forward, probably like now it's January. Well, my double I closed on November 19th. I forget the year. I don't want to lie to y'all. But it was already rented out upstairs. I lived in the downstairs for free. You feel me? So, lived in there. I prepossessed it too. But not only that, I lived in there already while I was closing on it. I just was renting it until I closed on it type thing. Not a rent to own, but I was renting it until closing. So again, November 19th, I closed on my first property. Double was rented out. Boom, I'm getting $1,000 a month. My mortgage only $800. That's free bands. I'm living for free, right? That's going to help me save my money and stack my money. That's number one, eliminating expenses when you're trying to get money, right? So January come, like January 9th. I think it was like January 9th. And I'm like, damn, I just got a call. They said I got fired. Like, yeah, we're going to have to let you go. You're not really good for the business right now. And I'm like, all right, shit, cool. Like, cool. Like, I'm emotionally intelligent. You're not about to get me and make me act out or whatever. All right, cool. Because I've been trying to quit anyway. Rich Dad Poor Dad put me on so much game that working a job never going to get me rich. It's a rat race. Rat races, think about a gerbil in a cage. You know what I'm saying? They running in the cage and they ain't really going nowhere. They just getting tired. That's what life wants you to do. That's the American dream. Whether you believe it or not. This channel, like I said, is going to be a believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself. I'm not with the whole fool people to think go to work, and I'm not with all that shit. You can go to work and still make a living. Don't get it twisted. Me personally, I aspire for more though. So then there's nothing wrong with people who don't. That's okay. But I aspire for more. So back to the topic. I start researching the components of real estate and came into like wholesaling and flipping property. So I'm looking on I don't think I had a job at that point. I'm looking on how to buy. I had enough bread saved up to last me. At that time I had a plow truck, so I bet on myself with that. I spent my money. I'm like, let me go get a plow truck and I'm gonna just make mad money off the plow truck. I think it was like 5 bands, maybe 4,500 or something like that. Boom, got me a plow truck. Started making money, made enough money to last me until I was able to start driving for dollars. Driving for dollars is a term in real estate where you drive around and look at distressed properties, high grass, boarded up, properties that's not being tended to. You know what I mean? So did that, came across a crib. It was a double, nice double. I'm going to do a video on that too. And it was a 3-bedroom with like a garage looking thing attached, but it was just a studio. It wasn't a garage. It was a studio. The owner said he was willing to get that to me for, I think $60K I paid for that. At the time, it was a great purchase. You know what I mean? So paid $60K for it. I used the lender for it. I didn't have all that money. I used the lender for it. Still had tenants in there. Now, this is how great it was. It was like July, I think, when I closed on it. They was like, yo, can you give us time? Each side had tenants. The one lady was paying like 8 something. Other lady was paying like 9 something. So I was getting like $1,700, but my mortgage at $50,000 was, I think I paid 50. My mortgage at $55,000 was probably like I think it was $432 a month, $438 a month or something like that. So they paying the mortgage, ain't giving me money for my bills, but I don't really got no bills because my double is, you feel me? It's already paying so now I'm making money. Boom, fast forward. I accumulate enough bread, still hustling, still busting moves. I accumulate enough bread. By the time they ready to get out, they both left at the same time. No, it was like December. Yep, they both left like November 30th or whatever the last day of November is. I start working on the house December 1st. This is my first flip. I go in without a limp. I don't know what's going on. I go in on a limp. Like I'm shit, man. Shit. This house don't need too much of nothing but new cabinets. They need to clean out, new cabinets, new outlets, new paint, new floors, and the bathroom remodel. You see what I'm saying? And that was both units. So I'm like, all right, go in here and do that shit. I could do it. You know what I mean? I started out doing a lot of the work myself and paying like the kids that I started training for football, you know what I mean, to help me. So fast forward, we doing that. I get in there, get the whole house cleaned out. Then I started like patching up the drywall because that mud takes a long time to dry and stuff. So not for nothing, I get the house renovated. It took me a month. I think the pictures got taken, I think January 9th, I want to say. Or it was on because I think it was listed like January 16th. There's 90 Stecco Ave in Rochester, New York. You can check the facts, like fact check. But anyway, I get the house renovated. I probably spent like 20 bands for that. That's with appliances for both sides, everything. Like I was doing stuff myself. So I got it done. The floors really didn't need to be done in the room. So that saved me a lot of money. I carpeted pretty much everything. There was no attic. I kept the doors in there. I just remodeled the bathroom. I'm going to do a video on that too, like I said. So fast forward, I get the house up. We list the house. Oh, let me, just so I don't lie to y'all, let me check. Hold on. I'm going to tell you exactly how much I list the house for. Let me see. 90 Stecco, Rochester, New York. Okay. It's loading right now on Zillow. Okay. I listed the house with my realtor, George, who's another character on my channel. We listed the house at 119. Yep. We listed the house at 119. All right, so in real estate, I'm gonna do a video about this too. You list the house lower so people could come bid it up, especially depending on the market that you in. Rochester, people bidding up the houses. Car, 5 bands, you want 4, you really listed at 5, and you know what I mean, let somebody talk you down. Total opposite in real estate. But anyway, listed at 119, got mad offers. I'm like, oh shit! I was only in the house probably. Okay, if I paid 64, probably like I think I paid like 1,500 in closing costs. So I was all in 61.5. I put about 20 in. That's 81.5. I had like 2 payments for let's say 500 a piece. That's 82.5. List the house at 120. I will still make, let's just say, 35,000. If I got 120, but I knew I was gonna go over that, right? This crib sold for 146. I had mad offers. I'm like, oh shit, this is real. This is hell nah. This ain't hell nah. This ain't. They just told me 146. I'm only in 85,000 at the most. 85 bands and I'm getting 146. You telling me I'm about to make more than what I made at my job in 2 months of working on the house and it selling. In 2 months I'm making that when I wasn't even making that a year. Like hell nah. Firing me was the best thing y'all could ever do. You feel me? Firing me was the best thing y'all could ever do. Y'all just fake ran it up that quick. Like that's better than flipping the pack. Less risk and all that. So let me do the math for you. You do, let's just say 83,000. You know what? No. 146,000. Now for your realtor, you gotta give your realtor and if you the seller, you gotta give the buyers and the seller realtor 3% a piece, so 6% total. So times 0.06. So you do 146 minus 8760. 146 minus 8760. That put me at 137,240. Again, I owed the lender 55,000. So minus 55,000. That put me at 82,240. Let's just take 2240 away for lawyer fee and title search and abstract and surveys and all that. So take 2240 just to get a round number. That's what I got back. But remember, I put in like 22,000, 23,000. So minus 23,000. Period. That 80,000, nigga ain't never seen all that in one drop. Like, that's a lot of paper. 80,000 one. I'm like, damn. So I profited about this. I remember my check was like 79,000 or something like that. But if I think I still got a picture of it. If I still got a picture of it, I could show y'all, or I could just show y'all the closing statement that I got. You know what I'm saying? To show y'all the breakdown of how this real estate shit work. But basically, this video was to tell y'all like, yo, I bet on myself. When I got fired, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not about to say quitting the job is easy because I knew I could do what I did, but it helped me that they fired me. You see what I'm saying? So fire me. You feel me? Fire me. Because they want you to run around like a chicken with your head cut off. That's why you got to eliminate the shopping. You got to eliminate the unnecessary spending. Like, don't do it. Cut all that out. Cut your expenses and raise your income. You going to run it up like that. You feel me? So the Rich Dad Poor Dad book helped change my mindset. You know what I'm saying? And put me in a great situation where now, okay, I got 80K capital and I still got a lender that's going to buy the houses for me. I could put away 50. I still got 30. I could, boom, put this towards a lender, another 20 to put into another crib and flip it. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm able to provide. I got comfort. You know what I'm saying? And man, listen, I ain't gonna lie. Quit that motherfucking job. You feel me? Quit that motherfucking job. You heard? Like, get out of the job. But you gotta know how to manage your money. Money management is the biggest thing. You feel me? If y'all got any questions, y'all know, reach out. I love this type of shit. Bet on yourself. It's 2025. Y'all know the vibes.
I ain't talking about no picture, I got rich off Instagram. Her poet, I speak for the streets, you might not understand. I'ma tell you nothing before a lie, keep that shit a band. Fresh out the can.